Now at 5, as if losing their homes wasn't hard enough, now new unexpected health problems are hitting residents who have lost everything in the Camp Fire. Governor Brown toured the devastation in Butte County alongside Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke.
Zinke says that it's the 4th time now that he's had to respond to a major California wildfire.
Each trip, I say this is the worst fire I've seen. And now we're here today, and this is the worst fire I have seen. This is a level of devastation.
The fire, of course, was unprecedented, overwhelming, and so a lot of people got caught. Yeah, we need to prepare more. We need to do a lot of things.
The Butte County Sheriff's Department has released a list of people who are still missing. In all, more than 100 people are unaccounted for. Most are residents from Paradise or the town of Magalia, and range in age from 34 to 95 years old. Just as the campfire broke out, a firefighter in Paradise spotted this woman in a wheelchair on the side of the road. She was trying to escape the smoke and flames with her dog in her lap. He stopped, put her in his truck, and drove her to safety.
KPIX 5's Joe Vazquez has been catching up with evacuees all day. He joins us live from a Walmart in Chico that is now a massive makeshift camp, Joe, for hundreds of people who have lost their homes.
It is, Liz, and we're talking about evacuees as well as fire victims. And, you know, we're talking about problems today, and I want to get right to some news that we've learned here. And just a short while ago, we've learned that, in fact, there is a norovirus outbreak at least one shelter and possibly 2. Now, we were just at the Oroville Nazarene Church, one of the main fire shelters. Just inside, a public health nurse told me they had set up 4 isolation rooms for people who've gotten sick. The nurse described it as a norovirus outbreak. Now, county officials say they're not going to yet confirm it's norovirus because they haven't gotten the official test results back for that particular shelter, but they say there are similar symptoms as a norovirus. Now, they are confirming a norovirus outbreak at another fire shelter. It's one here in Chico called the Neighborhood Church, and it is a shelter for fire victims as well. That one, a confirmed norovirus outbreak. The other one, probably so, but they haven't gotten the official results back yet. So now, that brings us back here to this parking lot. We're right next to the Walmart, which we've been showing you for the last few days. And this is a place where a lot of fire victims, refugees, they've brought their pets as well. There have been a lot of people donating items here. It is a madhouse. It is what they're calling a pop-up shelter because it is not sanctioned by the government. But here, there are also concerns here. Some folks, including the editor of the local paper, have said this is growing to be a possible humanitarian problem.
They have survived the hottest flames they will likely ever experience. Now they are out in the cold. Hundreds of people are now spending their nights under the stars at the Walmart parking lot in Chico.
Yeah, it's real cold at night, and it's kind of, that's what's holding us back, and I think some other people too, is transportation to get to the facilities that we need to go to and register so we can get help and get into a place or get a motel to get us so we're not out here, because the rain's going to start soon, and it's really cold out here.
There are now dozens of tents. Some fire victims bought some for their neighbors.
I didn't have a tent or anything. We showed up, and I got tents for a lot of people around here and stuff at first, and now there's lots of tents.
Others are sleeping in their cars, relying on the kindness of strangers.
Here we are in our 12-person tent right here. All these amazing people with us who are going through the same devastation.
This is not a sanctioned shelter, no officials to be seen. It is a volunteer effort which has brought truckloads of donated clothing and food, some of which was not acceptable to the formal shelters. A Butte County Health Department spokesperson told me county health care workers have been staffing the official shelters, but there are no public health workers assigned to the Walmart parking lot. They are concerned about the possibility of health problems, but they've not been able to show a presence here.
We need help. These people need houses or apartments or condos, anything that we could have, but we need some sort of help.
And we are back live. As you can see, there is one hand washing station. There are some rows of porta potties that were donated out here. They're having trouble hauling out trash. It's a mess out here, and there is no county or city presence to speak of now. As you can imagine, all of these entities are overwhelmed right now.
Everybody is overwhelmed. There has to be a concern, Joe, that if the norovirus, potentially the norovirus, is breaking out in the official evacuation areas, you got to wonder about these areas like the one you're at, these makeshift areas that don't have places to clean up, don't necessarily have enough toilets for everybody.
Yeah, norovirus is very contagious. It's not unusual for fire victims in shelters like that to get it because they're in such close quarters. We don't know if there's a problem here because, like I said, there are no healthcare workers out here to speak of. So it could be that something's floating around. We don't know. It could be a while before they're able to get here.
It is a crisis. All right, Joe, thank you.